Abu Dhabi sovereign wealth fund is widening its sights as it looks to lessen reliance on oil-related industries. Now, just a few days ago, Mubadala announced it's opening an office in Silicon Valley. Bloomberg's Tracy Alloway asked CEO Khaldoon Al Mubarak whether that means that the fund is already in talks to buy stakes.
Yes, the answer is yes. We've been looking at opening this office for a while now, and to be honest, from a strategic perspective as Mubadala, we've resisted over the years to open offices outside of Abu Dhabi. We've tried to centralize our operations in terms of headquarters in Abu Dhabi, and we use our subsidiary companies around the world as essentially our entry points into many of these markets. But over the last couple of months, essentially, and especially after we started our relationship with SoftBank, it became very clear to us that we needed to go deeper. And to go deeper, we needed to be closer to the market, and we needed to be in San Francisco at Silicon Valley. So we made that decision 6 months ago. We formulated a team. We've been working essentially for the last 6 months and preparing many investments in that sphere.
There's another entity that is also making tech investments, and that is, of course, the Public Investment Fund here in Saudi Arabia. Is there scope for you to work together with the Saudis when it comes to tech?
Yeah, I mean, we work together. We're already together at the SoftBank Vision Fund. So we are technically partners already in that sphere. We have a great relationship with them. They're a good partner. I consider them a strategic partner of Mubadala. Through that relationship and through other relationships that are developing, we are now exploring with them, other investments, both in technology but also in sectors such as real estate, industry, etc. We want to invest in Saudi Arabia, as an example, and Saudi Arabia is a tremendous market. You see today the potential that this country has. It's a country that we have not invested in the past in, but it's a country that now is definitely within our radar screen, and we're spending a lot of time looking at what's the best avenues for us to invest in Saudi Arabia.
So what investments or geographies are you focused on at the moment?
Today, I think we have a very diverse portfolio as Mubadala in terms of both geography and sectors. We've been doing a lot in the traditional fields that we have, from aluminum to semiconductors to oil and gas, petrochemicals. These are all sectors that we have a significant exposure to today, and healthy portfolios. We're looking into new sectors right now. Technology is an area that we're heavily investing in. Again, you mentioned the SoftBank as an example. We're investing in ICT. We're investing in satellites, which is a good business for us also. Data centers, another very interesting business that we've been focusing on. We're also expanding into sectors that we've never invested in the past, which we are now getting into, such as agriculture, the biotech sector. In terms of geography, we've been traditionally heavy in terms of North America, Europe, the Western Hemisphere.
Right.
Over the last couple of years, we've been pivoting to a certain extent by investing a lot more into Asia. China has been an area that we've been focusing a lot in lately, and we've been doing good investments in that area. New markets, Russia. We've been investing in Russia for the last couple of years, also quite successfully, and with good rates of returns there in Russia. I would say, South America is another area that we've started to explore, also started to get good traction with good deal flow in that area. At the end of the day, we have a large portfolio, and our objective is to maximize rate of return and open our eyes to new markets where we see good growth opportunities.
Now, you just mentioned maximize rate of return, and you mentioned the aluminum business. When and where are we going to see a listing of that?
I think soon. So we've had a good strategy over the last couple of years. Our business in Emirates Global Aluminum has been really, really solid. Fortunately, LME prices have rebounded well in 2017, and I think the trajectory moving forward is positive as far as we see it. The company is in good standing. We have a very strong cost base, cost structure. We have a strong production heritage right now, with high quality aluminum produced to customers all around the world. So the business is really very healthy and in a good situation. We are preparing ourselves to go public. The decision will be determined, really linked to when is the most opportune time in terms of the markets. But I would say you should expect us within the next 12 months.
Within the next 12 months. All right. Now, Mubadala and IPIC have really been a sort of centerpiece example of consolidation within the Middle East, especially Abu Dhabi. Is there more consolidation to come in Abu Dhabi?
Consolidation has to happen when it makes sense. And over the last couple of years, we've seen some very positive consolidations in the UAE market as a whole, and specifically in Abu Dhabi. We've seen it in the banking sector, we've seen it in the investment sector, we've seen it in the industrial sector. I've been fortunate to be involved in all three of these examples that I've just given, and in all three of them, the outcome has been positive for the shareholders and positive from a value creation perspective. So from that angle, I mean, is there going to be more consolidation? I don't know. I hope so. I'm a big supporter of that, and I think it makes a lot of sense.